Stiff-necked people. Whew. What Yahuwah meant and why it's a warning for modern-day descendants of Israel. Let's talk about it. What does stiff-necked mean? The term stiff-necked Hebrew is kosher, is used repeatedly by Yahuwah throughout the Old Testament to describe the attitude and heart condition of the children of Israel. Its literal meaning is a stiff-necked animal, especially an ox, refuses to turn its head. Even when its master tries to guide it, it won't yield, it won't be corrected, and it won't bow. It's a picture of rebellion, pride, stubbornness, and resistance to divine authority. Exodus 32:9, Yahuwah said to Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people. Deuteronomy 9:6-7. Understand, it is not for your righteousness that Yahuwah gives you this land. You are a stiff-necked people. Jeremiah 7:26. They did worse than their fathers. They stiffened their neck. So, what is the spiritual breakdown of stiff-necked? Meaning, unteachable. Israel often refused correction from Yahuwah and his prophets. They chose idols, rituals, and man-made traditions over obedience. They worship in New Year's Day, Christmas, birthdays, Valentine's Day, all those pagan holidays. But let me tell you what the warning is. Many modern descendants reject Torah, hate rebuke, and follow feelings over commandments. That's still stiff-necked. That means you still being a stiff-necked person because you don't want to follow Yahuwah's covenant and obedience. Prideful. Instead of humility, Israel exalted themselves. They assumed because they were chosen, they could live however they wanted. Being descended from Abraham means nothing if you walk in pride like Esau. Covenant breakers. A stiff-necked heart breaks covenant, yet still demands blessing. They wanted the promises of Yahuwah without their obedience to Yahuwah. You can claim Hebrew Israelite all day, but if you're walking in rebellion, you are no different than the ancestors who died in the wilderness. Being a descendant and being chosen. Romans 9:6. They are not all Israel who are descended from Israel. What does that mean? Physical lineage is not enough. Yahuwah chooses the obedient, not just the bloodline. He rejected Saul and chose David. He rejected many in the wilderness and allowed only Joshua and Caleb to enter. So let me tell you what the warning is to the modern day Israelites. Just because you know your identity doesn't mean you return to your inheritance. You can wear fringes. You can change your name to a Hebrew name and quote the Torah. But if your heart is stiff, if you hate correction, and if you reject Yahushua like many of you do, and you don't want to listen to anything in the New Testament because you don't believe in it, and you think he's not real, guess what? You are still under judgment. The modern stiff-necked attitudes, rejecting correction from elders or prophets, building camps and doctrines on ego, not truth, walking in hatred, bitterness, and unforgiveness, glorifying in skin color and race over righteousness, rejecting Yahushua HaMashiach as the atoning king. Let this be clear. You can be from the seed of Abraham and still perish like Korah, like Saul, like Ananias and Sapphira. So, let me tell you this finality in the conclusion. O house of Israel, humble yourself before Yahuwah. Don't harden your necks like your fathers in the wilderness. The time of grace is closing, and only the obedient remnant will be spared. Identity without submission is rebellion. Yahuwah is not playing games. He is calling for repentance and not arrogance. Let me pray for you. Yahuwah, soften our necks and circumcise our hearts. Remove the pride and stubbornness from our spirit. Let us no longer resist you. Let the modern day descendants of Jacob be children of obedience, not just children of the bloodline. Raise up a remnant who will walk humbly, keep your commandments, and follow your son, Yahushua, to the end.